Hi, my name is Ron True. I'm from Portland, Oregon, and I'm going to tell you about my incredible results and experiences with my dental care at the Dental Implant Center in Tijuana, Mexico. When I retired in 2009, I knew I was going to be in need of extensive dental restoration and began looking for a dentist in the Portland, Oregon area to do the work. What I eventually found was that it was not only going to be incredibly high in cost, but I would have to see 3 dentists to do the work. So I began looking for dental care in Mexico, and I eventually found the Dental Implant Center's website, and I listened to all the testimonials, and they were wonderful, high praise, but I was most impressed with Dr. Ricardo Alvarez-Carrera himself. He's been a teaching professor at the dental school at Loma Linda University for a number of years. So I called the dental school up, and they gave him nothing but the highest of praise. I contacted the Dental Implant Center, made an appointment, and I flew down in October of 2013 to introduce myself, meet the staff, look at the facilities, and meet the doctor himself. What I found was incredible. It's a beautiful clinic. It's just like anything you'd walk into the States, and even better. The equipment's all state-of-the-art, digital, and the staff is wonderful. The doctor himself is a terrific individual. So I had an examination, and when I saw what my teeth really looked like on the screen, I couldn't wait to get back down and start the procedure, which I did in March of 2014. I had the first 6 implants. But before I flew down, I received by email two options going forward. I chose the second option, which was the most extensive, but when I got down there, I gave him the option of changing as we went along for better future results. My procedures consisted of 9 implants, 28 caps, and 14 root canals. Now, the root canals were done by an endodontist in Tijuana that he recommended, and she was terrific. I would highly recommend her. Travel for me consisted of an airline flight to the airport in San Diego, a cab ride to the Best Western in San Ysidro, which is 2.5 miles from the border. And then I paid a little extra money for my room to be able to use the shuttle in the morning to take me over the border and drop me off right at the doorstep of the clinic in Tijuana. Once you're done with your appointment, Bertha, the office manager, calls Best Western. They alert the shuttle driver, and he comes and picks you up right at the clinic. Now, he's either waiting for you or it might be a few minutes late. But if he's late, which is very rare, you always get a nice cup of tea from Bertha, which I look forward to. So I didn't mind waiting at all. It was a pleasure being there anyhow. So when you go back over the border, you're able to use the medical lane, which is considerably faster than driving your private car. It made it a lot easier. The shuttles are always clean. They're always on time. Never a problem. The drivers are terrific. When I was at the clinic, it could be for 2 to 3 days, my appointments. We got a lot done. And I might be in the chair for 5 to 6 hours. So sometimes, even though you're in Tijuana and it's warm out, you kind of cool down a little bit. So the Dr. Alvarez-Carrera's assistant always offered you a blanket, which was nice. Even though you're at the clinic for a number of hours, like I said, there's no waste of time. Everything's extremely organized. Dr. Ricardo Alvarez-Carrera is very efficient, and his dexterity with dental instruments is amazing. I told him more than once I considered him the Michelangelo of dentistry. I enjoyed myself down there so much that 3 of the times I was down there, I stayed an extra day and got up in the morning and walked down to the border, walked across, caught a cab, went to a shopping mall there in Tijuana, had lunch, bought a gift for my wife, took a cab back to the border, and either walked back to the Best Western or I took a trolley one time, which was $1 or $1.50. So I kind of made it a mini vacation for me. Tijuana itself, a bustling metropolis. Beautiful city, very clean, beautiful buildings. Many of them are very new, and it's very, very safe. Like any other big, bustling metropolis, people are going about their daily lives and they really could care less about what you're doing. So overall, the costs for me with the flights, the lodging, and the food, and the dentistry in Tijuana was still, I figure, 60% of what it would have cost me in the Portland, Oregon area. So overall, I've got a brand new smile. I can eat food properly again. And I'll be going down for a yearly maintenance on my new teeth. And I'm looking forward to that because I consider Dr. Alvarez-Carrera and his staff as friends now. Dr. Ricardo Alvarez-Carrera changed my life. And he can change yours too. So please contact me if you have any questions at 971-242-9787, or you can email me at mrcleanrt@gmail.com. Thank you very much for listening.